joining me today. I'm so excited to have you here. Let's do some introductions. I'm Miss Melissa from the Huron Public Library in Huron, Ohio, and I'm so glad to have you join me today. Are you ready to start story time? Let's grab our chimes. Ta-da! When we ring the chimes, it's story time. Let's count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, we rang the chimes. It's story time. Yay! Okay, next. For story time, we need to get out our glasses. Can you put your fingers like this and make some glasses? Very nice. Put them on. Now put your hands together. Make a book. And what do we do with our book? We open it. And we read, and look. And then we take off our glasses and we close our book. Are you ready? Let's sing one verse of Lori Berkner's These Are My Glasses. Are you ready? Get your glasses. These are my glasses. This is my book. I put on my glasses and open up the book. Now I read, and I look. I put down my glasses and close up the book. All right, we closed up our books. Let's take off our glasses. And there's one more thing we need to do. What's the last thing we need to do? In order to get ready for story time, we need some listening dust. Yes, the listening dust helps us be good listeners. Are you ready out there, world? Here we go. Hello, everyone out there. Some listening dust for all my friends from head to toe. We're going to be great listeners out there. Okay, there we go. And back to our seat. Ooh. And let me tell you about today's story. Today's story is, it is a big book. I had to go find it in a special spot in the library. It's a big book. Are you ready to see it? It's super heavy. Can you see how big this book is? Oh my goodness. This is a fan favorite book. I was asked if I could do this book today, and I said, sure, no problem. I've gotten lots of requests. Actually, next week, just a heads up, both my story times will be per request. So keep those letters coming if you have some requests. So today's book is called Who Sank the Boat? Who Sank the Boat? And we're going to thank Puffin Publishers. They did the original publishing of the book. And we're going to thank, Young Austraila readers for this ginormous book. So let's thank them for giving us permission to use their book today. And our book, Who Sank the Boat, is written by Pamela Allen. Have you heard this story before? It's a story of some farm animals who want to go in the bay in a boat. Now, I live by the lake, so I see lots of boats out in the lake, but I've never seen any with farm animals in them. So, we have to ask a very important question. We have to figure out who sank the boat. Right now, you can see it's still floating on the water. But something happens, and we have to answer the question, who sank the boat? Are you ready? Let's get our hands ready. Ooh, big book. Here we go. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Fold them in your lap, tap, tap. All right, here we go. Who sank the boat? Oh, so big. Find my first page. Here it is. So it sets the scene. We are at a barn by the bay, and there's a pier, and if you look really closely right there, there's a boat. Let's see who gets in the boat first. Beside the sea on Mr. Pepper's place, there lived a cow, a donkey, a sheep, a pig, and a tiny little mouse. You see that? They were good friends and were on one warm sunny morning, for no particular reason, they decided to go for a row in the bay. Do you know who sank the boat? Do you? Let's see. Was it the cow? Was it the cow? Was it the cow who almost fell in when she tilted the boat and made such a din? Was it the cow? No, it wasn't the cow who almost fell in. Do you know who sank the boat? It wasn't the cow. Let's see. Was it the donkey?
Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
Was it the donkey? Was it the donkey who balanced her weight, who yelled, "I'll get in at the bow before it's too late"?
Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
Was it the donkey? Oh, no, it wasn't the donkey who balanced her weight. Do you know who sank the boat? Do you know who sank the boat? Take a look. Let's see. Was it the pig? Was it the pig who was as fat as butter, who stepped in at the side and caused a great flutter? Was it the pig? Let's see. No, it wasn't the pig as fat as butter. Do you know who sank the boat? Take a look. Do you know who sank the boat? All right, was it the sheep? Was it the sheep who knew where to sit to level the boat so that she could knit? She wanted to knit in the boat. Was it the sheep who sank the boat? Let's see. Oh, no, it wasn't the sheep who knew where to sit. Do you know who sank the boat? We have one more friend. Let's see. Do you see how close they are, though? I can barely see the boat in that picture. But there's one more friend. Let's see. Was it the little mouse? Was it the little mouse, the last to get in, who was lightest of all? Could it be him? Could it be him? You do know who sank the boat! Who sank the boat? You do know. Who sank the boat? Look, I'll show you the picture. Look really close. They all splashed in. Kaplash! Sploosh! And look all the way up here. Do you see? The mouse flew right out of the boat too. Do you know who sank the boat? Oh no, let's see. Uh-oh. Can you see the cow and the donkey and the pig and the sheep? They do not look very happy. Who are they mad at? They thought, who sank the boat? Look all the way over here. Who's all by themselves? Mouse. They're not very happy with Mouse because they think that Mouse sank the boat. Do you think Mouse sank the boat? All right. Well, let's say goodbye to our friends. Look. The last page. There they go. Back to the barn. Off of the pier. Away from the boat. And they left the oar and the umbrella in the bay. So do you know who sank the boat? What a silly book. How great was that? So I was thinking, we've never done something like this in Storytime before, but I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we could do a science experiment for Storytime that goes along with our book, Who Sank the Boat? So in our story, our animals stayed afloat. That means they stayed above the water in the boat until which animal jumped in? Till the tiny mouse jumped in. And then the boat was, the animals made the boat too heavy and the boat sank. So I thought, what? I did an experiment like this in the library before and I'd like to share it with you. Is that okay, friends? All right. I set up a little science experiment over here on the table. And I have a big bucket of water. Can you see that? Ooh, man. I have a big bucket of water and I thought, oh, I should make it clear so you can see it out there. And we're gonna test and see if something can sink, which means it goes down to the bottom, or it floats and stays on the top. Now I have someone at home who is really excited to help me with this experiment, so I'm gonna ask him to come join me right now. Hey, Cameron! Cameron, come here! Can you say hi to my friends?
Hi.
All right, are you ready to help me with this experiment?
Yes.
We're gonna check and see if things around our house can sink or float.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start with something easy?
Yeah.
How about some bath toys?
Mm-hmm.
All right, how about, we have this really cool wooden boat. Oh, kind of like our story. I'll let you hold that one. You want to twist it, show them what it does. And maybe you have a rubber ducky. Now, you want to take a guess?
Mm-hmm.
Friends out there watching, you want to take a guess? Do you think my rubber ducky will sink or float? Do you think it will stay on top of the water or go down to the bottom? What do you think, Cameron?
I think it will float.
You think it will float. All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! It floats.
Mm-hmm.
It floats, which means, you'll hear sometimes, we won't use the big word density, but that means that the duck is less dense than the water, so it will stay on top of the water. Can you see that? There you go, friends. Now, Cameron, you have a wooden boat, though, just like our story. I don't know. Let's ask our friends. Do you think it will sink or float? Okay, want to put it in?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did the boat do?
It floats.
It floats. Now, Cameron, if we put a cow and a donkey and a sheep and a mouse and a pig on there, do you think it might sink?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might sink, just like our story. Okay, you want to try something else?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's try something else. All right, how about some soda? Or, I'm sorry, for our friends, our Midwestern friends, some pop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you a can of regular soda. And for Mom, I'll have a can of diet soda. Now, these are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's ask our friends. Do you think it will sink or
or
float? All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, here, I'll turn it on its side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
wait a
that.
second. Can you see my diet soda?
Yeah.
Now, it kind of touched the bottom, but if you look really close, what's the diet soda doing?
Floating?
It is floating. But what happened to your regular soda?
It sunk.
It sank down to the bottom. And that's a pretty cool trick, don't you think?
Yeah.
So my diet soda is less dense than the water, and your can of soda, oh, it's more dense. So yours sank, but mine floats. Let's put them close together so our friends out there can see. Pretty cool. Should we try something else?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try something else. Oh man, take out our soda. Take our soda, it sank to the bottom there. Okay, how about, what else do we have around the house? How about some fruit?
Yeah.
Here, you can add the lemon. And I'll grab, ooh. Okay, so we have some citrus fruit. I have some limes.
Have some lemon.
You have a lemon and we have an orange. You ready? Let's put them all in at the same time. They're pretty light. Do you think they'll float?
I don't think they'll float.
Okay, let's ask our friends out there. Do you think it will
Float.
or
Sink.
or sink? Ready? Let's try it. Ready? Set. What? Wait a second. What happened to our limes?
I don't know.
Look, the lemon and the orange float. And the limes,
Sink.
they sink. Look, they sank to the bottom of our water.
Yeah.
Friends, can you see that? What a cool trick. Mom actually knew this trick.
Yeah.
So limes are more dense than lemons. So when you slice up some limes and you put them in a glass of water, they tend to sink to the bottom. But when you get a lemon, like when you go out to eat and they put a lemon wedge in your water, it stays to the top. And now we know oranges float too. So in case you want to get fancy and put an orange in your drink, it will float to the top too. All right. I think we have time for one more. How cool. Let me reach in and get these limes. Ugh. All right. Now, since it's summer, I thought, why don't we try a beach ball?
Beach ball.
A beach ball. I bet you know what will happen.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen, friends? Do you think it will sink,
Sink
or float? All right, ready? Come here. I think we know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Ah, it's very light. It is less dense than the water,
Yeah.
so it for sure floats,
Yeah.
right? But do you have anything else around the house that we should try before we end our science experiment?
Yes.
You do.
I have one more thing.
You have one more thing. What is this?
A bowling ball.
Where did you get a bowling ball? Oh my goodness, that is heavy. All right, let's ask her, should I put this in the water?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna test out the bowling ball. We're gonna see if it floats or sinks. Okay, friends, are you ready? Can you take a guess? This heavy how many? 8-pound ball. Let's see what happens. You ready? You wanna help me put it in? Get closer. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What?
That is cool.
I'll take the beach ball out. What?
I thought
Look.
bowling balls would sink.
You thought that would sink? Oh my goodness. Look, can you see that, friends? This heavy 8-pound bowling ball is less dense than the water. It's floating. Now, I have to tell you a science experiment trick. Okay, so This is, do you remember how many pounds it is?
Yeah.
How many pounds is it?
8.
It's an 8-pound ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
This works. This experiment works with an 8-pound ball. But as soon as you get to higher weights, like 10, 11, 12, it's not going to float as much as this. It might even sink. So this is an 8-pound ball. We did a hypothesis. We did some testing. We made an educated guess. We first thought it was going to sink.
Yeah.
But we learned that as long as it's under 10 pounds, what will happen to the bowling ball?
It will sink.
No. Is it sinking? If it's under 8 pounds,
My bad.
it will
Float.
It will float. That's right. All right. So do you think we should ask our friends out there? Why don't you try some things at home with some ask a grown-up's permission if maybe you can do some things around your house to see if they would sink or float. We have lots of things we can try in the house, don't we?
Yeah.
And it's okay if you don't have a bowling ball. Maybe you can try a soccer ball or a baseball or a softball. But make sure you ask a grown-up or a big sister or big brother to help you if you want to go around and try and see if something would sink
Sink
or
float.
float. All right. Cameron, can you say bye to all my friends out there?
Bye.
Bye.
See you later, alligator.
See you later, alligator. Well, I guess that's my cue that we say goodbye to our friends. Now, before we say goodbye to our friends, tomorrow is the last day to get your Fun Friday in for Count the Cardigans from the past couple weeks. So put your look for that post and let us know how many cardigans, and then we'll announce a winner on Monday. Also, just a heads up, we've been getting a lot of phone calls and a lot of questions, local questions. So I'm sorry for all my friends who are not local, but for Huron friends, start looking on our social media pages, check your email. We're going to start our summer learning program next week. So look for lots of new postings about how you can participate and join us for a summer fun learning experience through the Huron Public Library. And with that, we'll look for tomorrow's Fun Friday. Don't forget to count the cardigans. If you do the sink or float experiment at home, send me pictures. I'd love to see what you did at home with your family. And now it is time to say goodbye to our friends. Are you ready? What did Cameron say? He started us off. He said, "See ya later, alligator." Toodaloo, kangaroo. Ooh, give a hug, ladybug. Blow a kiss, goldfish. Out the door, dinosaur. Bye-bye, butterfly. See you soon, you old baboon. And wave goodbye, dragonfly. Bye-bye. All right, so I'm going to do a shout out. Thanks to my son Cameron for helping me. And maybe, just maybe, you heard Mr. Melissa sneak into my story time today. So thank you, Mr. Melissa. And can you make an O with your hands? Make an O with your hands. Let's sing our goodbye song. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you next time. Thanks for all the hearts, the thumbs up, the caring. Thanks for watching live. Thanks for rewatching this later. I'm so happy to have you here today. Once again, we'll see you next time. Bye.